Do you want to observe something interesting? I will ask you one question. You pause the video, answer the question, and then you check whether my answer and your answer is matching. The question is, how do you do audit of debtors? Now you have to pause the video, answer this question, and then you check what I'm answering. So your answers mainly will have four parts. Number one, we will check the external confirmations of debtor. Number two, we will check subsequent cash receipts. Number three, we will be checking the aging analysis and try to make provisions on outstanding long debts. And number four, we will be making bad debts written off in case of debtors. Are you shocked that why the answer is matching with yours? Does it sound similar? The same shock I got when I took mock interview of four people who exactly had these 4 points to answer. And then I understood that maybe everyone is reading from the same book. However, there is very important thing which I wanted to highlight. When an interviewer is giving you an opportunity to answer this question, please use this opportunity well and do not answer so abruptly, so haphazardly these questions. Now, how do you answer them? Had I been in your place and the interviewer asked me that how do you do audit of debtors, I will have started from the very beginning of financial statements. If you have seen my video, you will be able to relate what I'm saying. I will say that, sir, ma'am, first I will see that what is the amount showing in the financial phase of the financial statement. I will then go inside to the notes and see what is the breakup of the debtors. Like in the phase, it will be showing trade receivable 100 crores. Then there will be a breakup of unsecured, secured, something like that. Then I will trace the figures to the trial balance of the organization and see whether the same figure is flowing in the trial balance, which are the GLs which can be clubbed and the same figure is coming. And post that, when the figure is matched with the trial balance, I will check the same whether the ledger has the same balance. Generally, ledger balance and trial balance will match. However, there can be a timing difference. The trial has been extracted earlier and then post that there were some entries being passed. After this procedure, so I have traced the financials with the trial and then with the ledger. Then I will obtain the aging report and also check whether the party wise detail and the aging schedule is matching with the trial balance and the ledger figures or not. This is the first step which I will conduct before performing any other audit procedures. Now when I have the aging schedule, I will try to perform some audit procedures. The first thing I will try to obtain is external confirmation directly from the debtors. If I'm not able to get that, I do have an option to check subsequent cash receipts, which also will help me in getting a comfort on the assertion of existence. So subsequent cash receipt is something like if there is a debtors outstanding as on 31st March amounting to rupees 100 crores and the credit period of the organization is 30 days or 45 days, there is a chance that by 14th or 15th May, the amount will be receivable. So we can have a more comfort that yes, there was a sale made to the party and actually the amount has been received. So in these two ways, I will have a comfort over the existence. Apart from this, what I will do is that I will perform cut-off procedures where I will obtain the last few invoices and see whether the goods have been properly dispatched and whether the same has been accounted for to ensure completeness. Apart from this, completeness will also be ensured through the internal control testing which I have done in the organization while I was performing the internal controls testing. Number three, for the checking of valuation, I will see what are the old sticky debtors from which amounts are not getting received, whether adequate provisions has been made in the books for the same, whether the provisions have been made as per the ECL section which is mentioned in the accounting standard 109, or whether some ad hoc provisions have been made and whether there is a need to write off those items. In that way, I am ensuring whether the debtors are being properly shown in the books at the correct value, the value which will get from the debtors. And number four, after checking the existence, after checking the completeness, after checking the valuation, I will also ensure that the presentation of the debtors is as given in the schedule 3 of the Companies Act. Did you observe how smoothly I mentioned about the existence, I mentioned about the completeness, I mentioned about the valuation, and I mentioned also about presentation. I gave them spark in the answer about telling about Ind AS 109, about ECL provisions, about Schedule 3 knowledge. Apart from this, I will also try to say, or I will in the beginning of the answer mention that I can also perform some analytical procedures like average collection period. If I'm doing, what is the status of the average collection period? Is it the similar to last year? What is the average collection period going towards other industries? What is the debtors to sales turnover ratio last year compared to this year and compared to similar industries? What is happening? This kind of analytical procedures also will help me get a comfort over debtors. So these are the few key points or key things which I will mention in my CV, so that it does not look alike or be similar to other CVs, and which shows that how much in-depth understanding I have towards this subject. I hope you are able to get that what I was trying to say you. And if you want that I make more videos consisting of this assertions or in other audit areas as well, please do mention that in the comment section. And if you want to connect with me, I will share a link in the description section. Thank you.